Hello everyone, Dave here from Charest Studios, and it is a rainy, dreary day here in New England, and I am going to be planting up these little baby Mizuna plants. So I wanted to show you guys how easy it is to plant these or any greens. The seedlings I just started on clay pebbles, and I'll show you how I did that from my previous video. We'll take a look at that right now. So I'm just going to fill this nutrient solution. Many of you guys who watch the channel know I always tell you rinse your pebbles. That level is right up to just about to the top of the pebbles. And I usually tell people 12 to 16 seeds. You have 8 sites in the grow pipe, but you want to start more than you need. But better to go more than not enough. But you know what about 12 to 16 is. It's not a lot. Okay, so let's get started. First, I'm going to, before I get into planting the grow pipe has 8 plant sites. And for those of you guys who might be wondering, the grow pipes will be back in stock soon. I just got more end caps today, so I should have them up in a few days. I just have to get some more boxes as well. But I'm going to go ahead and take this Maxwell House coffee can, and I want to show you guys what I've done to the lid here. What I've done is just put an 1/8" hole, and then I cut a couple crosses across it, about a quarter-inch to the hole crosses. I'll give you guys a close-up of that. And then we'll go ahead and we'll get into planting this up. So that's all you got to do, guys. And then I've got my nutrient solution in here. I've got Maxi Grow, 1 teaspoon per gallon. And I got my seedlings we're growing in 1 teaspoon per gallon. And I've got a little handy wooden or bamboo skewer here that I'm going to use to help guide my roots into the hole. You could use anything, doesn't matter. And basically, we're just going to pull out one of these babies. I want to try to show you guys. Just going to tease one out, and you can see that the roots are pretty long on that. You know, we've got like, I don't know, 6 inches of roots on that. 4. Anyway, if they're all spread out, you can kind of just, you can gently kind of move them together. These are nicely together, so you really can just drop this in. They're really fine roots, and they like to stick to the sides of the hole. But I just guide them in with this little stick. And generally it goes pretty well. It's I love having the small holes and not having to worry about net cups and buying all that stuff and cleaning all that stuff. So I like to do things the simplest, easiest way that I can find. And so that's what I share with you guys, is the simplest, easiest way I found. And if I find a simpler, easier way, I'll be doing that. But that is it. So it is planted, and we're just going to keep an eye on that nutrient level. As I said when I planted these up, guys, that you'll have way more babies than you need, because you only need 8 for the grow pipe. I only put 1 in the coffee can, but you could probably put 2 or 3 depending on what you're planting. The mustard greens will get pretty bushy, as you guys will see. I'll give you an update on this in probably 3 weeks or so. And so I'm just going to do that with the rest of these guys. And with the extras, I'm sure there'll be extras. I got some more coffee cans. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'll speed through this. and you can see what I've got here. But basically, that's how easy it is, guys. It's just you know, start them on the pebbles. It took about 10-12 days or so to get to this point, and then just pull them out and drop them in. And in about, we'll have some nice Mizuna looking pretty good in, you know, about 20-something days. You know, I'll try to keep track of when I planted this, and well, I think it's the 2nd now. And if you do have a grow pipe, I didn't have the proper screwdriver, so I didn't tighten these caps up, so I just noticed one little drip. But I always tell people, when you fill up these grow pipes, just check when you're filling them. If you get any leakage, then just tighten these up a little more. And I've never had them leak other than when I filled them and realized that I got to tighten the caps a little bit. But I've grown many rounds of crops in many of these pipes, and I never had them leak other than if they leaked a little bit when I first filled them and I tightened these up a little more. And that's important to know, because you know, you don't want to have a chance of these leaking out when you're not home or something. But generally, if they don't leak when you first do it, they're good. And so here it is, guys, on the grow shelf. And like I said, it's just some LED lights, LED shop lights you can get from Lowe's or Home Depot or anywhere. And there's Brody. You know, what I do is I got about 12 inches away from the light now, and as these grow, you know, I might turn this on its side so it's a little lower, and then as they grow a little more, I'll just remove this altogether and put the pipe down on the bottom shelf there. So even if you don't have like adjustable shelving and stuff, you can, that's how I do it, to, you know, move it closer or further from the light. And like I said, I encourage you guys to get growing with the you know, the simplest setups you can if you're just starting out, and you don't need to spend a lot of money to get into hydroponics. The only thing you really need is the nutrients and seeds. Everything else, you know, you really don't have to spend anything on unless you want to. Well, the light, but I mean, you don't need special grow lights or anything. So I just replanted this whole front row, because when I got up this morning, they were all missing. All 4 of those front ones. And my guess is that it was this little girl. It could have been the cat. I know Brody, he's pretty good. I taught him not to mess with them. But we've been feeding them microgreens, so I think she figured it was like a salad bar. Anyway, I'm going to try to teach her not to eat them, and hopefully I won't have to move my grow spot. Well, guys, once again, as I said when I woke up this morning, that whole front row was gone. I replanted them, and now 3 are gone. And I know it's not the cat, although he does like to eat certain plants. That's who it is right there. And I told her no. So here's a little puppy update for you. Tia has been doing really well. She put on 1.5 pounds in about 13 days, which is what the vet wanted. So, and they're both over their cough. They both had kennel cough because Tia came from the shelter that way. But they're both doing good now, and they're both getting along really well, and we're really so happy that she was able to come and join us. Thanks everybody for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And remember, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.